Jeff, let's zone in on the entirety of this foursome. We saw Billy and Nate.
Yeah.
Let's be taking on Liz and Rhea. History on both sides potentially today. If Nate wins, he'll have the best record. If Rhea loses, she'll have the worst record.
It's insane. This is his 6th match of Jenga, actually. But yeah, he is 3-2. Could be the first of 4. This has become an it's the odd couple-like duo here. They look great today, dressed to the nines. And then Rhea has dealt with probably the most random amount of bullshit possible. And now she has to go up against psycho shit Billy. This is, I would say, probably the one to watch today in terms of storylines, because you could have some records broken today and set here.
Yes, Rhea is
All
0-3 with
facts.
2 losing blocks, including the shortest match ever, 17 blocks. But now it's her opponents who will kick things off. We'll start things off with the 31-year-old from Columbia, Maryland, in Nate. Nate 3-1 overall. We mentioned it earlier. A win today would make him the first ever participant to reach 4 wins, and already the fans are booing in front of
Major
their
boos.
monitors on whatever platform they're watching because the
Boos
hanging
all
tower
around.
is out of play.
The hanging tower was such a popular thing in the first couple of Jenga streams here, and now we just don't see it much anymore. It's a bummer.
It's
A
lost
lot of
some
people
steam.
root for the tower when it comes to Jenga. I'm one of those people.
Yeah, speaking of rooting for the blank, rooting for the course hats now available on the Barstool store online.
Nice little plug there. Oh, Billy going with the
Cowboy boots.
Oh,
suit
my.
jacket pocket with the hand to make sure he doesn't violate any rules.
So I believe over the last couple of weeks, Billy has rocked Tim's cowboy boots and flip-flops in the office.
And those are the best buttons in suit jackets. I used to think they were small chocolate candies as a kid. I do enjoy those buttons. So props to Billy Football today.
Billy football
I was an idiot. It's okay.
in the midst of his senior year in college. So he's now got to deal with some Jenga pressure in addition to schoolwork as well. So that can definitely play a factor.
Yeah, I don't know if I believe that. I don't really know. I don't understand. Billy's backstory has just become fuzzy for me at this point. He's become a mysterious character in
go.
here. So I'll just I guess I'll take his
You guys are ready for me
word.
to lose it on the
It's
first
true.
round.
It's true. Jeff, I've been talking to Billy a lot behind the scenes. Part of my take, he is working hard and diligently on his coursework. One of the classes he's taking is an acting
attitudes
class.
are
He's
gonna work
been
against them.
memorizing a monologue, but it's a different type of log that he's going to be concerned about today. The Jenga logs. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you so much, PFG. And if you're new and you're wondering what the heck is Psycho, S-H-I-T, well, I asked Billy that in a pregame production meeting, and he said it's using mental tactics to throw off the other team's game. Jenga is blocks, gravity, friction, tilt, and acceleration, velocity, and physics. That's the combination of whatever Psycho, S-H-I-T is.
He's a smart man. Again,
He just wants-
mysterious. The mustache makes him more intriguing than even before. I just think match time-wise we've ever had here, as he did pull out the 20-second block without any pre-violations beforehand. In character are Billy and Nate right now. Their snaps.
It looks like a
wonder if
performing duo on Main Street, the Magic Kingdom. Billy Football with his left hand in his jacket pocket, having some issues on that far side. Now pointing around at a few different rows, and a lot of them glued in. So we have our first roadblock of the match on block 14 from Billy Football. Jeff, what is it about the blocks right now that are just, they're not budging?
Typically, a sturdy tower means the blocks are solid, though he did just find one there. Billy is known to loosen up blocks to loosen up other blocks, meaning he will knock a couple around, knowing that a few rows below or above something might break loose. And oh, here it is. No, he's not going to do it.
Billy attempting to go out of his way with
Why are you
what he
doing
likes
that?
to
Like,
call
your just overall
Psycho,
presence
S-H-I-T.
bothers me.
Rita said his overall presence bothered her, which I spotted a few turns ago when he dropped the block. Her face had a very distinct look of, like, leave, like, get out of my peripherals. I don't want to look like, did not like his antics.
Was it the penultimate row
Careful. There you go.
to create The split vice.
I hate you. Like, I really fucking hate you when you do that.
It's a risky move. He's doing psycho
you deserve
shit.
to lose for that.
This is what we're talking about, the anarchist district of New York City.
He's really pushing the limits right now,
no rules
though.
Football, exploiting those loopholes.
Again,
How
legal,
do you not get
but
banned for this?
unnecessary.
Like, this is so annoying.
Yeah, it's totally unnecessary, but it is not considered illegal. Though he did just seem to loosen a block, so I feel like that might have been a bad move on Billy's part.
What do you mean?
Oh,
Oh, Spider getting involved. Turn not done.
This block right here?
Waiting
You got to
for the
push a
ref's
block
call.
back in that was coming out. Oh, right there? Yeah.
All right, so
Yep.
I think
So
it was actually
holy-
too much work done.
Yeah, a wholly unnecessary move, but he also may have loosened that block as well, giving a free turn almost.
It's a
See,
trap.
goes right
Oh, is
to
it-
it. Could it be bait though? PFT, what are you saying? That's on the
Yeah,
opposite
no.
side of us.
Wobbling a lot.
I mean, that's
But maybe
bait.
the middle one below.
That is bait. Billy just baited Rhea into trying to extract that block. He actually made it more solidly reinforced. Was hoping Rhea was going to try to yank that sucker out. Although I'm not really sure if Billy knows what his strategy is when he does things, but that's what it turned out to be.
Can't confirm we're in their heads.
Billy has just
Oh,
confirmed
is
that
this the
they're
one that
in
you
their
said?
heads.
That's a trap. No, it's a bait. It's bait.
But it's coming. It's
Billy
No, 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 you-
revealing
that's
it is
bait.
a bait.
but it's coming out.
No, because it's unbalanced. It's gonna fall out.
Nate he might fall for his own team's trick here. Like
Chiseling.
when Wile E. the Coyote would paint a stick of dynamite that looked like a hot dog and then later see it and get really hungry.
Whoa, boy.
How about
everything else?
these shenanigans from
Oh,
Nate
yeah.
and Billy? Is that bad sportsmanship or is
I
that
think
just the
it's-
gray area?
It's weird. What did you do? I think it's just weird. Nate did a weird stop, drop, and roll while Rhea was doing it. Didn't
Game
phase
on.
Rhea at all. They haven't been phased at all during this match.
Replaces it.
That's it. That's it.
what
Still
a
in
risky
play.
move.
Wow. Rhea gets it to go. She totally
What
put
a
extra work in
move.
front of her, but it worked.
I don't think we've seen the tower removal from the tower and then the retower. Now Nate in a
No,
tough spot.
replay. You're right.
So back to Nate. Fresh
Eight moves, but not many, and most of them are just at the top.
Jeff, it seems like Liz and Rhea have had to work much harder for their moves. Do you think that's block selection or just luck? As
That
Nate
is
and
just
Billy
luck.
twist.
Billy's going to twist the entire tower.
And this
He's
could
about to
backfire.
lose. He is about. I think he just signed his own fate.
Oh, Billy football.
Sealed his own
No,
Billy
Billy!
football.
Billy!
Getting way too cocky.
It's
It's panic time.
An all-time dumb move.
No, god damn it. It's done.
Nate has bowed out. Can Billy pull off the impossible?
He doesn't know how to balance it out. It's gonna come back to haunt him, it seems.
Wait.
Oh my goodness, it stays.
It stays.
How does he do it?
But he still has a long way to go.
Yeah, this tower is almost untouchable right now. The slightest wrong move by a centimeter, that thing's gonna topple.
And that is Psycho SHIT at its finest.
I think Liz
That
wants to
is
kill him. I think she
confirmed.
actually wants to murder him right now.
You see the tower blocking.
Oh wait, not
Liz
over
and
yet.
Rhea.
Not over yet.
Oh, it's still going, but stabilizes. My goodness. Billy Football knew what he was doing all along. Liz and Rhea cannot believe it. Another look here, Jeff. Billy Football out of nowhere keeps this match alive.
I fucking hate Billy.
Probably the most deliberate psycho shit move of all time.
Maybe this guy.
On purpose, twisted the tower,
Very
twisted
slowly.
it too much, and it almost fell down at one point. As you'll see it right here, he twisted it almost a full. I think he did twist it a full 180. and then had to find a way to bounce it back out. Had an easy pull, a fairly simple retower, and one of the craziest moves we've ever seen in here. That is a definition of psycho shit. Almost signed
The middle one.
his death sentence there.
I think I gotta get the box out.
Nate thought it was over too.
Nate
She
lost
stepped in
all
the box.
confidence.
Let's make that clear.
A quadruple hanger. But Jeff, I don't even know what to call that quadruple hanger because it is not an ordinary hanger. It's
No,
diagonal.
it's completely off its axis. Rhea goes to the apple box, gonna try and find something easy to get on out of here quick.
Oh my god.
Not much to
Give me a
work
heart
with
attack.
here.
You can't think this tower has that much longer, but we've seen crazier things. So lock in, because the ride, I think, a little wild here.
It's just amazing that this tower is still
Thank you.
standing right now. After what Billy, he leaves a path of destruction in his
Middle
wake
on
wherever
four,
he
Mike.
goes.
Come on, jiggle
It's
out.
amazing to me that Billy can brush his teeth in the morning without giving himself a concussion.
Nate and Billy being poor sports on their phone right now.
There.
Not focused whatsoever. One of the unwritten rules. Can't be on your phone when you're participating.
Billy
so slow.
now aware of Billy hiding it behind his jacket, even though it's still very obvious what
Oh,
he's
sorry.
doing.
Billy! Billy!
Whoa.
Billy!
And now we
Spider just
Threw
almost
the
crashed the
flag in
tower.
my face.
As
That's why I was
always.
Whoa, whoa,
retowering.
whoa,
Can
whoa.
you not retweet the stream while we're playing? That's a penalty now to spread the brand.
Wow.
As always,
Nate
Rhea
now-
dealing with some sort
Yes.
of bullshit.
I put
Oh,
two
and a
hands on
two-hand
it.
violation.
Hey, I hate everybody in this room.
Yeah.
This is
Especially you
brutal.
right now,
Okay.
Spider.
But you can't really blame Rhea
What
here
do I
because
do?
she has
What's my
her
penalty?
opponents. You can finish the turnout.
Rhea just has to finish.
She
just
has
to
her
retower.
opponents on their phones. She has the official throwing a flag at the tower. That's a pretty forgivable penalty if there is such thing.
That was
There is-
almost the Stool Stream
That's good.
Orlando.
That's
Brawl.
good.
That's
Throw
good.
a
She's being
flag
told she's going to
and
leave
then
immediately, and that's a
inserting
successful
himself
turn.
into the game.
I mean,
Like, Jeff, you're
replay.
not playing.
This was absolute chaos in
I
here.
mean, that
Rhea,
shouldn't be a
I haven't
penalty.
Billy was
flag all
being
day.
yelled at for
My
being
flag-
on the
flag just
phone,
came
and
out
he
wrong.
got penalized for it. And Spider grazed
didn't
Rhea
even-
with the flag.
Fuck them.
We're taking the penalty. We're taking away your penalty for hitting you in the face with a penalty flag.
Thank you.
That was
Wow, there it is. The first
Oh,
ever
wow.
penalty reversal.
We've never
Cancel
seen
out.
the reversal.
Penalties
We
cancel
knew
out.
we'd get some sort of history
I mean,
today. We did not expect
the refs
that.
about themselves.
Again,
I like
I don't
it.
know. you have to
Hey,
feel for
man,
Rhea.
you
She
tell your
deals with
teammates to stay off his
something.
goddamn phone, huh? He's restreaming.
Rhea deals with something insane every time. This was a first. After Billy pulled the greatest
about
psycho
you.
shit of all
Good job,
time, Rhea
Cool
gets
under
hit with
pressure.
the
That's
penalty
what's up.
flag.
Not even cool
We've seen
at
the
all,
penalty
actually,
flag
just
blind
very
an
angry.
NFL player before, very famously.
That's right. That was the Orlando Brown incident.
Yes.
We almost had one of those here in Stool Stream Stadium of our own.
Terrible.
I don't know
Rhea
what our
could've been
liability
blinded
insurance
there.
was like, but we all would be out on the street if that had made contact with
Hate
her
to see
eye.
the ref.
That's what we.
What is Billy doing?
Billy, why?
I don't know what he's doing, Jake. I can't explain it.
Billy.
He is. I think he's about. He's about to lose.
That's what we thought
Billy.
last time.
Triple stack.
Why?
We've never seen that. That's a triple stack.
What's wrong with him?
I don't know if you wanted to do that just for looks. I don't know what that does to the game.
I don't know how this tower's still standing from his bait block in the middle.
Christ, this is just so ridiculous.
Triple
I
stack.
just-
Anxiety.
I don't
We've
even
never
know.
seen the triple stack in Stool Stream Stadium. It's a very famous move in Jenga, pulled off every once in a while. I think it stabilizes the tower more than anything. I think
Right.
that was actually good.
Oh!
No.
Back and forth.
How is this thing still standing right now, Jake? I
My
don't believe it.
goodness, Billy football.
That is leaning.
Pulls it
That is
off.
a leaning Jenga tower right now. That
Yeah.
is not completely straight right now. I
Re-
don't understand
replay it.
this.
I'm deeply uncomfortable just looking at
Here
this
is
tower.
another look
Oh
as
my
you see the
God.
sky cam first,
I mean,
but
maybe
Billy
this
saved
time
that. A quick retower and
She
might as
process.
well walk
He made
out
that
now.
look easy after he created the first ever
that might
triple
be okay.
stack we've seen in Stool Stream Team. That is right there. He twisted the
because I
blocks to
take
be
that
on
one,
top
then
of
where
each
those
other in the
three
same
go
orientation.
wrong.
That is just craziness from Billy Football. He is. One of only two moves below those top four rows, Jake.
That last inch is the hardest. She's really struggling to get that little tip out.
You got it.
Very close to a full removal.
Has to keep it level.
Stabilizing with the index finger.
You got it.
This is locked in right now.
Perfect. Beautiful.
Just remove the block.
It's out. One space to go on the east side.
And this is the most dangerous retower we've seen.
Because the
Probably,
weight is
yeah,
not
because
shifting in
You
her
can use the
favor.
stool if you'd
No,
like.
this is not
That would
exactly
be-
the side you want to be retowering on. It is leaning that way.
Used to tilt.
Not a perfect placement at the top. Gonna have to move it.
Maybe some friction on the
Plenty
slide.
of work to do for Liz.
You got it.
Can she create the full
A
slate?
little further. A little bit more.
Yep. just
Make
pushing a
it
little
block
more.
42.
It's actually
It's
evening out
close.
the other
You're good.
way.
You're good.
It's
You're good.
close.
You're good.
Can she remove her fingers?
Just has to remove her finger. Yeah. I think she's saving it so it doesn't tilt.
I think
'Cause you're
Liz
good, Liz, if you
believes the
wanna take your
tower is
finger
down
off it.
because she's been cleared, but she's staying up there.
Oh,
Yup.
She doesn't want to take
Oh.
her finger off it.
It's
says-
leaning now the other direction.
Liz is no good at goodbyes.
She doesn't feel good
Not confident.
about the tower.
Continuing to try to stabilize before she removes.
Yeah. There. You're good now.
She's good if she wants to remove her hands.
She knows she good.
It's
she
out!
does.
And she got
Oh
it!
my goodness.
And Billy and Nate will use their lone timeout at the 42 block
Nice job.
mark. Wow,
Ooh, I
96%
thought it was
of the
gonna
field
fall.
just
I know.
eliminated on that question
job.
alone. And Nate and Billy
Holy
using a
cow.
timeout, however, they're not even talking to each other.
I cannot believe
Now
this
Billy had to go
happened.
do something on the side there. He needs to focus up. I don't even know if he can touch this tower right now. There is only one move below the top 4 rows.
Here's
This
another
was
look here at
unreal.
Liz.
A new row for you.
The weight was not in her favor, which makes the move that much more impressive.
Well, what's actually even more impressive than that, Jake, is that she adjusted the top and it still looks perfectly straight up there. She had to shift around everything at the top. She was cleared about 10 times, saying the tower was good, but she knew if she removed her hand, it would fall. Found the perfect balance, and now Billy jacket off, Jake.
Looking like he's going to go to war.
A
at
tower
bar.
that is his fault.
Yes.
It is all his doing the way this tower looks, and he goes for the only move below the top 4 rows. It is just very unbalanced right now.
It is so
42
wild.
blocks in. Already the underdog has one in question 4. Some
mean-
movement for Billy.
The Earth's rotation could knock this thing over.
Oh my goodness.
I thought it might fall over during
Oh
the
my
timeout.
goodness. He makes it look easy.
Oh no.
One of the quickest turns of the match so far.
Rhea
Is it
is
good enough for
absolutely
Spider?
now.
It's this middle guy.
Rhea is absolutely livid that she has to be the one to deal with
Nice
this
and
tower.
slow.
That's good.
It is. And now
got it.
We're gonna
Rhea
have to use the box. I
back
can't
on
reach
the
it.
hot seat.
You got it, got it.
She is so mad.
Jeff,
at Billy
remember,
right now.
longest match ever at
Fucking hate Billy.
45. We are 2 away from tying that mark.
Rhea
Rhea-
wants
Rhea
nothing
has
more than to
progressed.
win, but nothing more, than to beat Billy here.
That was back on September 2nd, the longest match ever, 45 blocks. Now we're at 43.
Rhea has progressed from I find your presence to be genuinely annoying to I fucking hate Billy. No
Rhea
love
has
lost
some
between
quick
these two
movement
teams.
on that 4th row.
Yeah, that is the one advantage of the taller tower here. Is you do have a couple of those top rows being the only moves. They are typically looser because the towerings are not quite as tight.
It stabilizes,
Take
and
your
now
time,
she
Doc.
has 2 options here, east or west, as she readjusts the box.
I can't even see.
There might be a smaller apple box.
Should I go left or right?
I think
They double apple box here.
I think I'm gonna go right.
She's going with the east side.
It's the same thing. Apple crate, apple box.
Sits it on there.
She's got it.
You're good. You're
It's
good.
good!
You're good. You're
Oh, she's
good.
good. She's gonna scurry on out of there
Another
real
big
quick.
time
there we
move.
go.
Excuse me, sir, can you?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Come out.
Oh!
Oh my goodness!
What?
He got it out. 1 place to go. A
Rhea
successful
behind the
retower
tower,
here
stunned.
ties the record.
Nate might
Rhea
have
and Liz
to
beside themselves. They cannot believe it, but he still has to retower. And it is leaning, and there's no real way to balance it here with the way the blocks are positioned.
Nate might turn the apple box on its side.
This is the first time we've seen height really become a problem.
5'11" is not what it used to be. Billy.
Can Nate pull it off? He doesn't believe he can. He already quit on his teammate earlier on. Didn't believe Billy could finish the job. Here we are.
He just doesn't get us.
44 later.
Question 4, right? If you have 40, you've already hit your 42 plus.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
it's about if you have the right person pulling the
Right.
block. Balance doesn't seem to be a problem there. It seems
That is flush
fine.
Immediately goes to that eastern
You got
side on row 7.
You got it.
This tower is going.
PFT's just called his shot.
This tower is going.
It's leaning big time. She has to rebalance.
Must restabilize.
Going.
Oh my! I don't know how she's even holding this thing up right now.
Going to be tough. Top half all over the place.
She's holding up. I would say 66% of the tower right now.
Oh. Just incredibly strong shoulders from Liz.
Losing confidence by the second.
I mean, if she can keep this thing standing right now. PFT, be careful down there, please.
I'll be alright. I'll be alright, Jeff. Thanks for the concern. This is what I live for.
Continues to stabilize, but more movement. See what she's doing, Jeff. She's stabilizing with that 5th row, trying to extract the 7th row 2 rows down.
That's smart. May as well kill 2 birds with 1 stone there. Find the best way to pull that block out while also keeping it stable, which it
stays-
did.
She's got tremendous feel for the tower.
Momentum has increased for Liz.
This would be insane.
It would set a new record, a standalone record, if she can pull it off.
I want to see the record, Jake.
Can she do it? Almost there.
The wrench move is needed there to pull that block out. You hate having to do it so late in the game, but the wrench move is vital here.
The moment of truth. Almost all the way out. Can she keep it?
It has to be
Going.
Level. Has to be level here on the pull out. I don't know. Still wedged in there.
Still in. But stabilizing with her right middle finger on that hanger.
Going.
She's keeping it up. It's wobbling back and forth.
Continues to wobble. Out even more. And she got it out.
my
But the turn
goodness.
is not over yet. She has an empty slate to work with.
That
if she
was
places
unreal.
this on top,
You got
we
it.
have a new record.
2 unbelievable all-time saves by Liz on her last 2 turns.
Going for the middle.
Fortunate that this is the retower spot.
All 3
Get on and
positions
get
to
out.
go with. And we have
Wow.
a new record.
Unbelievable.
46 blocks and
Unbelievable.
counting. History inside the Triple S.
And once again,
It has been an honor to serve you.
oh my goodness, how does he do it? How does Billy Football continue to do it?
He is making it look easy. Got to give him all the credit in the world. 47 blocks.
You got it, Rhea.
He seems to always get the
You have a read
easiest block on the tower, no
Read,
matter the
keep going.
situation. He's established himself as possibly the best Stool Streams player that we have ever seen here. He has been that good.
Unreal. And Jeff, we're right around the 1 hour mark of this match. We saw the first one go about 15 minutes. This one about 4 times the length. And it's already set a new record, 47 blocks and counting.
Nate is appointment viewing at this point, and by that I mean if you have an appointment after Nate's match, you're not making it. It's always an hour long for Nate at least. Whenever he is in a match, it seems to be the same amount of time, at least an hour. It's exciting, it's thrilling, it's always packed with firsts. As Rhea goes up on that apple box once again, will she have an easy pull?
She has 1 row to choose from.
The 4th row is completely intact. Rhea going west side.
And I don't think we mentioned it, Jake. Liz's pull meant there are no more moves outside of those top 4 rows.
Can Rhea pull it off?
I'm not okay watching this. My hands are sweaty.
Almost out. Almost out. confidence.
So she thinks
Losing
it's gonna
confidence
fall.
on top of the quintuple hanger over the split vice.
It's falling west. It's falling west. This tower's Dunzo.
Trying to stabilize. PFC's just
little
called
bit
his
that
shot
It's
again.
Dunzo. It's a Dunzo, Jake.
I think that block that's sitting on top of the triple stack from Billy is just too far over at this point.
Many have counted this match over.
Yeah, don't count it out.
before.
Yeah.
It's not done until the tower falls.
The tower seems to be self-correcting a little bit.
See more stabilizing.
Problem is it all sits on top of those 3 blocks. The triple stack, the first ever triple stack created by Billy Football. First time we've ever seen it here in Stool streams. That thing is moving, but she's trying her best to keep it stabilized. She's losing confidence,
More
like you said, Jake.
confidence lost.
Well, yeah, see,
Liz
you can push
coaching.
This guy
Yeah, I can't.
down if you hold it with your thumb.
I think
Can I switch hands?
Billy's bait block is coming home to roost right now.
Only one hand on the block at a time, but you can use different hands.
Could she go with the switcheroo here? Is it possible?
Remember, no violation. The violation was rescinded when she got hit with a penalty flag. She's thinking.
Rhea knows. We're seeing some of the blocks actually come off. This
I think it's
tower is just
stabilizing
bending
up a little bit,
halfway
yeah.
up.
I don't think so. I think it's about to
The
fall.
bottom half is shockingly stable. The top half is decidedly not.
It's
Maybe
that
a
triple stack.
twist?
Triple stack.
It looks so cool.
I think we're done, too, guys.
It's getting calling it.
We're done, too.
I think he's right in that it would be Dunzo, but she can recorrect. It's not over yet.
What the hell is
Oh, she got it!
my
Can she retower?
Are you kidding me? I didn't even know she was going for the final move there.
Not done yet.
Good.
It's good if she gets it off.
Oh,
my goodness!
Unbelievable!
Nobody thought it was possible, but Rhea has pulled it off.
Unbelievable!
And all the
Win,
pressure
we don't win,
back
we're winning.
to Nate.
Unexplainable.
Lord.
She had given up. PFT said it was over, and then all of a sudden she just went for it.
Well, it said
She
wait.
stabilized it. Fight stunned as well in the background. Unbelievable.
I think it's a good thing that PFC commenter is not playing on the play bar still
Alright,
because
you guys
you
are
would have
up.
gone
Please
over
don't
a
do it.
million already.
Arguably the greatest pull and retower we've ever seen after Liz had maybe done the same herself. We've seen
Come on.
3 of the best we've ever seen.
Come on, Jenga God.
Rhea
Make it
and
happen.
Liz, and now it's all on Nate, who is stunned himself. He doesn't know what to do.
48 blocks.
These blocks were coming off the tower. They were bent up. That thing was coming down. I have no idea. This is witchcraft. Something's going on. There's magic in the air in Stool
There's
Stadium.
literally only one move, right, for the entire tower?
Yep.
The right hand.
Systematic moves.
Oh my.
Has to keep it level. Has to keep it level.
It's out and an empty slate to work with.
Liz is
Can
apoplectic.
Nate keep it going?
Come on.
This is the
Cool word I
tough
just used.
tower, though, now, because he can't place it on the far side to tilt it back in the right direction weight-wise.
Let's go.
The way this thing sits,
Ridiculous, truly.
there's just no way to tilt it. It's leaning towards him. He doesn't really have a way to tilt it to go backwards. He would want to tilt it away from him, so this is still a risky re-tower.
Jeff, usually the empty slate retower is the easiest, but here with the weight so much in play, there's
Yeah.
definitely some strategy behind
Really,
this.
that's right.
It's not really going to tilt the other way like he would want it, but we saw Liz deal with this earlier, and she had no issue.
Is that good?
Yeah.
It's tilting more.
Tilting, but can he
Referee?
take
Yep.
his fingers off? The moment of truth.
He's got it. He's got it.
OMG. 49 blocks in, and Liz has the opportunity to create what will be the first ever 50 burger in Jenga history.
Could we get a 50 burger in Jenga? It would only seems right
Amazing.
that we would get it this week.
But Jeff, here's
Oh
what's
my
important.
goodness.
Because of that new row, Liz has a full slate to work with
does.
in row 4, so she has options here all of a
She
sudden.
now has 2 moves. Where Nate had 1, she now has 2, and she can kind of wiggle around with it. She can test things out. But again, the retowering very difficult here because the way it is leaning, it'll be leaning towards or away from where you
Fuck.
are retowering.
That's what's beautiful about the game of Jenga. As the tower gets worse, you build it up stronger at the top, so it recycles itself. Right now, Liz, she looks like she's dead set.
PFT, right?
What's that?
It could not be any more glued in and stuck right now, it seems.
No, that one, it's being pretty stubborn right now. Like a rotten tooth she's trying to
Yes, you got it.
A Tittleman's crest.
The middle one, a Tittleman's crest
A
does appear,
Tittleman's
Jake.
crest. Will it stay stable?
Oh, I don't know.
This is.
No, you're
I have to do some actual psycho shit if she pulls it.
If she pulls this, Billy just realized if she
There will
pulls
be
this,
no
the
moves.
only move would be a tablecloth move. There are no
But
more
a long
moves. on-
way to go for Liz.
Yeah, she has to get this out.
And Jeff, this would most likely involve her moving to the other side to pull it out, right?
Liz, you got this.
She needs to stabilize
If they
first.
technically push it through to the ground,
Sure.
that's very risky.
Yes.
We've never
Pushes
seen
it
that.
hard enough, it doesn't hit the table. That
I
block
think-
can hit the ground. Anything else would be a Jenga.
Maybe come
This is
to this side.
She's moved on to
I can't let it go.
the south side. She's tapping on the south side for some reason.
Not yet.
She thinks that if she lets go of that tower, it's down PFT.
There's no more moves.
But she did.
Oh,
she let
it's
go.
out.
Nothing
Okay,
happened.
that's step one.
It's the
Now
last
she must
move.
go around and probably go to the pull portion.
I think you.
Billy keeps saying it. This would be the last possible move for now.
It doesn't make it a
Meaning
tie.
he would have to tablecloth the block.
But
This is massive.
there's a lot on the line for Liz.
You got it, Liz.
It would only be fitting, Jeff, if
I
we
got
got a
it.
50 burger with the Tittleman's crest.
I actually believe that Billy
got it.
can do it. If anyone can do psycho shit, it's him.
Yeah, if anyone can do the psycho tablecloth move, PFT, you are correct. It'd be this man in the waffle shirt.
Liz is locked in.
So
now.
more movement,
Oh, we're,
but Liz getting momentum.
it's tilting.
It's twisting now as well.
This thing is so off balance.
If they
But
pull
still
it, she wins.
Up.
That's yeah.
Could
If she
we
pulls
get the burger?
It's stuck. Those Tittleman's crests at the end of the game always get stuck just at the end.
You got it.
Hard to tell from where we are, PFT. What do you think?
It's not looking great right now. We're dealing with a lot of instability up at the top. She's readjusted.
PFT, you
She's
have been
shifted the
wrong
weight.
before.
You got it. You got it.
The weight is shifted east in the tower.
Some more
It's
stabilizing.
a little more stable than it was before. Every inch helps right now.
If you're not rooting for this 50,
You got it. You got it.
you're not even a fan of Jenga,
Nope.
Jake.
I have to wonder if fatigue
This
is
point,
playing a factor
got it.
right now.
All about weight
Slow.
management.
Slow. Yes.
Where
Yep.
is
Yup.
the weight?
Yup.
It's out.
Fully out.
She has either side. Could we get it?
Analyzing it, very smart move. Not
Two
worth it at this point.
options. Two options.
Not worth it to just quickly retower and leave it. After a struggle, after taking your time, you may as well make sure you're making the right move because the weight is distributed towards where
Yep.
PFT is right now.
Yep.
Choosing the west side. Some more
Yep.
twisting.
This is insane. Why did she pick that side?
It tilted on
Yep,
the retower,
yep.
but it wasn't leaning
Is-
there, so I don't
Ref,
know if
ref.
it
I
mattered
know I'm watching.
much.
I'm watching the screens.
Billy worried about the
Got it,
ref right
got
now.
it,
He's worried
got
about the
it.
fact that he might have to make a move. and
It's
he
the
will.
first 50 burger in Stool Street Jenga history!
Unbelievable.
We're hitting a replay.
I am stunned.
I mean-
Jake.
Amazing.
Stunned,
Oh, shit.
What can we do?
flustered,
Good
shocked.
job, guys.
I swear to God, if we don't win this motherfucking game.
I swear. I swear.
History inside the Triple S again!
We will see for the second time, Jake.
best game I've ever
The
seen.
only move on the tower
This
is
is
a
it.
tablecloth move. Nobody has
With
ever
block
done it.
25, we thought
Billy
it was done.
twisted the towers and watched Liz with
thought it
one
was
of the
done my
best we've
first
ever
try.
seen.
I was like,
Liz and
I
Rhea
can't
have
see
made
straight.
4 of the best moves
Fucking
back to
best
back to back
teammate.
that we've ever seen in Jenga. She retowers, and there are no moves on the tower, PFT, down by Billy right now,
Oh,
that
yeah,
do
no, this
not
motherfucker
include. There are
can,
no
like-
moves except for a tablecloth. Whatever he does will have to be a tablecloth
he has
pull.
something.
And before
I
Billy
don't know.
enters the
I
square
don't
of
trust it
doom
yet.
to pull off the impossible, he's down the stream with PFT commentary.
Yeah, I'm here with the man of the hour, Billy Football. Billy has really no moves left on this tower. He's about to do some psycho shit. He has no choice but to do it. Billy, what's going through your head right now as you prepare to pull this block?
At 3 hours and 33 minutes in the AM of the Grit stream, I pulled a move. And that move will be brought out again.
Okay. I forget what that
Teasing a
was. I was
move.
delirious and drunk at the time. So I'm going to find out along with you.
One hand,
Back to
Billy.
you, Jake and Jeff.
Thank you very much, PFT. And I think what Billy is hinting at here, Jeff, he likes to take a split bice and move one of the blocks to the middle. He's done it before, and that's it! Karma for Billy football! He ruins the
I
tower!
thought he was gonna do
And
it.
Rhea picks up her first
Thank
ever
God.
win in
Yes.
Stool Streams Jenga.
She's dealt with the
Damn.
Caleb Rowan match. She dealt with $20 Chef's first block violation that twisted the entire tower, and dealt with Billy football, creating the first ever triple stack, twisting the tower 90 degrees. And that was the one that finally delivered her the win. Like you said,
My
Jake,
queen.
karma in the end. Billy made
mean,
this
Liz
tower
might be
what
the
it
best
was,
Jenga player
and the
ever.
50 burger win goes to Rhea and Liz. Probably the best match we've ever seen in here. I'm still stunned.
Unreal. Back down the stream, PFT in the winner's circle for the first time with Rhea alongside Liz.
Rhea, how's it feel? You got the monkey off your back. What a game that was. I don't think that anybody is going to forget what we've seen today. What was going through your head there on your last turn?
I thought I was going to drop it. I really just couldn't believe myself. I didn't know if I'd be able to live with myself. Once again, thought I would have to quit the company as a whole because I was talking so much shit the whole time.
You'd be fired.
Yeah, I would just be fired at that point. But it feels really good. Also, really happy Billy was the one who made it drop because I was talking so much shit to Billy. I felt like it was going to be karma for me. I felt like it was going to come back around and I was going to pull the losing block, but thankfully that did not happen.
Yeah, thankfully it didn't. You got your first dub today, and then we are here with the woman of the match, Liz. I thought that tower was going Gonzalez for a while, and you managed to really pull it off at the end. What was going through your head when you were trying to readjust the weight? Because I noticed that you had a feel for the tower. Could you feel the structural integrity and figure out the pressure points of the tower?
Yeah, I think in my past life I probably was an architect or something. This life is more or less useless, but that skill still comes in handy with Jenga.
Yeah, well, congratulations to you guys.
Thank you.
Well-earned victory, and we're never going to forget where we were for this one. Back to you guys up in the booth.